there is no international public opinion. We have to create the institutions that would establish an international public, that would establish mechanisms for the creation of international public opinion in which Chilean citizens and persons could participate, just like persons in the United States could participate in that public opinion. And the law that would emerge, the public health law that would emerge, would in theory be responsive to the formation of international public opinion. Now, that's in the future. That has to happen. How does that happen? We face a lot of barriers to that. In Europe, there are, in the thought to create a European state, a European form of government. One of the critiques is, where is there a European public opinion? One of the problems is linguistic barriers. People speak different languages. They don't talk to each other. So it's hard to think of the European formation of a European public opinion, much less a world public opinion. So we have language barriers. But I think we have to think of something else, something very daring, and something which puts the legitimation of law in time as a dynamic process, not, say, as a Kelsonian process of either it's justified by a norm or not justified by a norm, not a process that is abstract and logical, but a temporal process. And I want to suggest this. People talk to each other, they create a public when they have a reason to talk to each other. The creation of public opinion is first developed in Europe over the notion of markets, when people have reasons to talk to each other about what the future of stock companies and corporations will be through the creation of markets. There comes to create a bourgeois public opinion, which then focuses also on the state, which is giving out goods, and so forth and so on. When people have reasons to talk to each other because there are institutions that matter in the lives of persons, strangers, then they talk to each other, and public opinion emerges from the fact that there are already common institutions that are affecting lives. So we could create the form of institution that Professor Poggi is talking about, is offering us, and when we do that, we will have a reason to talk to each other about our common public health investments and our common public health problems. And as we talk to each other about our common health problems, we might begin to develop the notion of a common public opinion across the world of public health. And then we will have the preconditions for a common world governance. And then we might have the preconditions for the emergence of a common world law. That will happen in time. It won't all happen at once. And it will happen in ways that are out of sync and developmentally non-continuous, interrupted, but that will have to be the path. We will have to take the chance of an administrative form of imperialism or colonialism where international officials will be telling countries what to do without real legitimation. Because if they do that, then we'll be talking about them, and then we will begin to develop the preconditions that will allow us to control the development of international law. So I want to suggest that to you as a possibility. I want to ask you to put your jurisprudence into motion, into time, and then to put it in the international scheme and begin to think about the way, on an international level, we might actually relate law to social justice and the social preconditions for the emergence of law, as well as the social preconditions for the emergence of justice. Thank you.